So hello students, today we are going to learn chapter number 2 of class 9, that is polynomials. Okay, so before learning polynomials, let us revise algebraic expressions which we have learned in the previous classes. Okay, so now let us see what is an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is nothing but a collection of some number and alphabets together. For example, we can consider that 4x plus 5. Now here is a collection of some number and alphabets, so this is known as an algebraic expression. Okay, now in an algebraic expression, okay, these signs, that the plus and minus sign, they divide the given algebraic expression as terms. Okay, so we can say that in this algebraic expression there are two terms. The first term is 4x, the second term is 5. Okay, now further it can be seen that, so between this 4 and x there is no sign. It means that they are multiplying each other. In other words, we can say that they are factors of each other. Okay, so here we can write that the factors of 4x are 4 and x. These are factors. Okay, and these are terms. So you should understand that the terms are separated either by plus or minus sign, and in between the factors there is no sign, means there is multiplication. Okay, now this algebraic expression, okay, now I think this one is clear to you. Before proceeding further, now this x and 4, let us learn about this one. Okay, now in this 4x we can say that 4 is neighbor of x or x is neighbor of 4. In other words, we use the word coefficient. Okay, okay, now what is the meaning of coefficient? We can consider that it is nothing but the neighbor of each other. Okay, so we can say that 4 is a coefficient of x and x is a coefficient of 4. In this one, x is known as the variable. Okay, whichever alphabets are present, right from A to Z, they are known as variables, and this one is known as number. Okay, so we can say that 4 is a numerical coefficient of x and x is what? Variable coefficient of 4. Okay, so I think up till here it must be clear to you. Now let us move forward to the main topic of our chapter, that is polynomials. Okay, now let us see what is a polynomial. A polynomial is an algebraic expression. Okay, so what is a polynomial? It is an algebraic expression, but with the condition that in this polynomial there are more than 2-3 terms. Okay, if there is one term, then also we can consider that it is a polynomial. For example, if it is only 5x, this is also an example of polynomial. If it is a 5x plus 4, it is also a polynomial. If it is 2x plus 3y plus 5z, so it is also a polynomial. So the main definition of polynomial right now, we will consider that a polynomial is an algebraic expression. Okay, these all are algebraic expression. Okay, in which the power of the variable. So now what is power of the variable? Here we can say that there is only one variable, and what is its power? So it is right now 1. Okay, then here also there is only one variable, so its power is nothing but means 1. Okay, here nothing is present, means 1 is present over here. Okay, let us write it with a different color. Okay, so here 1 is present, here 1 is present. If we consider that here it is 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then also these all are polynomials. Okay, now let us consider another example. Suppose if we have 5x raised to minus 4. Okay, now here in this example we can see that the power, that is this one. Okay, so the power of the variable is what? It is minus 4. So we can say that now right now this is not a polynomial. Why? We consider that in a polynomial, the power of the variable, it must be always a positive number. So now we have added here one more condition, that a polynomial is an algebraic expression with what condition? That the power of a variable is, let us consider that, always a whole number. Okay, now this we have written for our convenience so that we can easily understand. Okay, so let me highlight it. So what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the power of the variable is always a whole number. Now whole number means, suppose if we write an polynomial in this way, 4p raised to 0. Okay, so now here the power of the variable is how much? It is 0. Still it is a polynomial. Okay, remember that we do not deal with the coefficient, that is numerical number. We deal with only power of the variable. From this power of variable we decide whether it will be a polynomial or not. What is the condition? That it should be always a whole number. A whole number means the number starting from, I am writing it here, whole number means the number starting from 0 up to infinity. Now let us consider one more example. Okay, so before that we have written that this is also a polynomial, but this is not a polynomial. Okay, why? Because its power is negative, so this is not a polynomial. Now this one is a polynomial because its power is a whole number. Okay, then next one. Now let us consider a different example. Suppose if we have in this way 8 y raised to 2 upon 5. Now here it can be seen that the power of the variable, okay, it is in terms of a fraction, that is a rational number. Okay, so since it is a rational number, so we can consider that it is not a polynomial. Okay, so right now this number is also not a polynomial. So I think this concept must be clear to you, that what is a polynomial? That a polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the power of the variable is always a whole number. Now remember that here in this polynomial there is only one variable, that is x. Here only one variable, here there are more than one variable. Okay, so a polynomial, in this chapter we are going to deal with a polynomial with only one variable. That is, in full polynomial there must be only one variable. Another example of polynomial with one variable, let us consider 2x square plus 3x plus 5x raised to 10. Now here this is also a polynomial and same variable is repeating itself, so we can say that it is a polynomial with one variable. Okay, now let us move forward to the different types of polynomials. Okay, now this polynomial, it can be classified into two types. Okay, on the basis of degrees and terms. Okay, now on the basis of degree, the polynomial can be classified as a linear polynomial, a quadratic polynomial, and a cubic polynomial, and so on. Okay, now on the basis of terms, it can be classified as, okay, we'll learn about these terms after some time. Now first let us learn how a polynomials can be written on the basis of its degree. Now degree, it is a new word for us. So what is degree? Okay, so degree is the highest power. Okay, what is degree? Degree means the highest power present in a polynomial. Okay, for example, now let us consider an example. 2x raised to 3 plus 5x. Now here this is a polynomial with only one variable. Now here the degree, the power of x is 3 over here. Here the power of x is nothing, means 1. So the highest number is 3. So we can consider that the degree is how much? Degree of this polynomial is 3. Okay, let us consider another example. 4x raised to 10 plus 5x raised to 2 plus 3x raised to 8. Now here again we have a polynomial with same variable, that is in one variable. Now here we can see that each of the variable is having different power. Okay, but the highest number is 10. So we will consider that the degree of the given polynomial is what? So degree is how much? 10. Okay, so now I think this concept must be clear to you, that degree means it is the highest power present in a polynomial, that is the highest power for a variable in a polynomial. Okay, now let us move forward, that what is linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. Okay, now linear polynomial means a polynomial whose power is always 1. Sorry, not a power, we can say that whose degree is always 1 is known as a linear polynomial. A quadratic polynomial whose degree is 2 is known as a quadratic polynomial. A polynomial whose degree is 3, degree means highest power is 3, is known as a cubic polynomial. Okay, so let us see some examples of linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and a cubic polynomial. Okay, now let us consider first example, that is 2x plus 5x plus 10x. Okay, now here it can be seen that we have only one variable, that is same variable. So we can say that this is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Because the power of the variable is always a positive number or it is a whole number. So this one is a polynomial in one variable. Okay, now we have to write its degree. So here the highest power, everywhere we can see that the degree is only 1. Okay, the power is 1. So we will say that the degree of the given polynomial is how much? That is 1. So it is known as a linear polynomial. Now let us consider another example. Suppose if we have 4x plus 10x square plus 3x. Now here again it is a polynomial with one variable. Okay, but here the degree, the power of this x is how much? If nothing is written means 1, then the power of this x is nothing is written, so it is also 1. Now it can be seen that this x, its power is 2 and remaining they are having less than that one. Okay, so we can say that the degree of this polynomial is how much? It is 2, and since its degree is 2, so it is known as a quadratic polynomial. Okay, now let us consider one more example for a cubic polynomial. 5x plus 10x plus 7x raised to 3. Let me write here 2. Now here it is a polynomial. Yes, why? Because everywhere the power seems to be an whole number. Okay, next thing, now only one variable, so it is a polynomial with one variable. Now what is the degree of this polynomial? So here power of x is 2, here power of x is 1, but here it is 3. So the highest power is 3. So we say that the degree of the given polynomial is 3. If the degree of the polynomial is 3, then it is known as a cubic polynomial. Okay, so I think this concept is clear to you. Now let us move forward to terms. Okay, now these polynomials on the basis of terms, they are further classified as monomial, binomial, trinomial, and so on. Okay, now let us see what is meaning of monomial. Okay, if there is only one term, okay, then it is known, a polynomial with only one term is known as a monomial. A polynomial with two terms is known as a binomial. A polynomial with three terms is known as a trinomial. Okay, now let us see one by one example of monomial, binomial, and trinomial. Monomial, for example, 2x. Okay, now here it can be seen that only one single term is present, so we will consider that this 2x is what? It is monomial. Okay, now consider another example, 2x plus 5x square. Okay, now here in this example, okay, let me write it as 5x cube. Now in this example we can see that, okay, what are terms? So we have learned that terms are separated by plus or minus sign. So in this example it can be seen that here 2x is the first term, 5x cube is second term. So there are two terms, and since there are two terms, so the given polynomial is known as binomial. Okay, now let us look at next example. 4x raised to 10 minus 5x plus 10x raised to 3. Okay, now in this example we can see that there are three different terms. The first term is 4x raised to 10, second term is minus 5x, and third term is 10x cube. Okay, so since there are three terms, so this polynomial is known as a trinomial. Okay, so hope you all must have understood up till here. Now before proceeding further, let us look at one more example. Okay, now in a polynomial, let us consider a case of a polynomial. Suppose we have a polynomial 2x square plus 5x plus 3. Now here the first term is having coefficient as x square, the second term is having coefficient as x raised to 1, but the third term is not having any coefficient. Okay, so such a term without a coefficient is known as a constant term. Okay, what it is known as? A constant term. Is it clear? Okay, now suppose if there is a polynomial in which only one term is present, for example 2x, so we say that it is a monomial. Okay, now here we have learned that this is also known as a term. Okay, so suppose if there is a polynomial in which only one number is present, okay, so then also it is a polynomial. And since one term is there, so it is known as a monomial. Okay, now such a polynomial, okay, now in this polynomial there are no alphabets number. Okay, in this polynomial, okay, there is only a number. Such a polynomial, okay, in which there are only numbers are known as zero polynomials. What they are known as? This is known as zero polynomial. Why it is known as a zero polynomial? Because here only one alphabet is, sorry, one number is present. There is no alphabet with this one. Okay, now next one. Okay, now if you want to write an alphabet with this one, okay, in real this 5 is not alone. Okay, we can write it as this 5, it can be written as 5 multiplied by any variable raised to 0. Now we have learned that any number raised to 0, okay, last year we have learned that any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. So what is our final answer? 5. Okay, so this and this are same. Okay, in other words, we can say that if there is only a constant term, it means that a variable is present with it, but its power is 0. Okay, so let me write it. Another example, suppose if we have 2x square plus 5x plus 3. Okay, now here it can be seen that this one is a constant term. Now I want to write this one also, okay, with what? I want to write this one also with a variable. So it can be written as 2x square plus 5x plus 3x raised to 0. Okay, now remember that these both are same. Okay, what we have done, only instead of 3 I have written here 3x raised to 0. Okay, so hope this whole concept is clear to you. Now let us solve some examples based on this one. Okay, now here it is given that, okay, let me copy this first question. Okay, now here it is given that for which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not, we have to state the reason. So now let us consider first one. So for polynomial in one variable, what is the condition first? That it should be a polynomial. When it will be a polynomial? If the power of variable must be, yes, a whole number. Okay, remember this thing. Now in first example, here it can be seen that power of x is 2, 1, and this one is a constant term and only one variable is there, that is x. So it is a polynomial, yes, with one variable, yes. In this example also it can be seen that now here variable is present over here, so we will not consider anything about it. Okay, this root 2. Now here what is the power of y? It is 2 and it is a whole number, so we will say that yes, this one is also a polynomial. So this is also polynomial in one variable, this one also. Now let us look over here. Now in this example, okay, it can be seen that this t, that is alphabet variable, is having a root. Okay, so what we have learned, that this variable, it should not have any type of root or any other power. Okay, its power must be only a whole number. Okay, right now I am writing this one as, this can be written as 3 into t raised to 1 upon 2. Now why this 1 upon 2 came, that we will learn in the next year, plus t root 2. Now here what is the power of variable? It is present in terms of fraction. Okay, or we can say that a rational number. So no, this is not a polynomial. Okay, then let us look at next example. Now here one variable is present in numerator, another one is also present in denominator. If we bring this one in numerator, so it becomes as y plus 2y raised to minus 1. We have learned that if we bring the denominator term to numerator, its power changes. Okay, the sign of the power changes. Right now it is plus, so it will become minus. Now in this polynomial it can be seen that this variable is having power as plus 1, but this one is having minus 1. So now right now we can say that this is also not a polynomial. Okay, the next example. Now here you can see that the power of each of the alphabet or variable is positive, but so it is only a polynomial but not with one variable. Here there are three different variables, so it is a polynomial but not with one variable. Okay, hope you all must have understood up till here. Okay, now exercise 2.1, remaining all examples are homework for you people. Okay, so this much is enough for today. Thank you, have a nice day.